We went 3-1 on those free props yesterday. We got a 5-game slate. Let's talk some hoops. Yo, what's up, boys? It is Keystone coming at you guys with another free pick video. In today's video, we got a small little 5-game NBA slate. There are some back-to-backs. It doesn't look the worst. I've already identified a few props I really like, and I was waiting on some lines. So I'll probably even drop a bonus play tomorrow over there on winnable.com. We went 3-1 on the props I gave you, and then some of the better plays didn't hit either. I guess those we can count those as well. This is the only slip I hit. And this was the play I focused on in the video. So Anthony Towns, Joker got into foul trouble real early. And then what does Anthony Towns do even when Joker's not out there? He goes and picks up 3 ticky-tack fouls and barely even played in the second quarter. And, he was in foul trouble in the second half too. So he just never got going into the flow of the game. It sucks because I really wanted this 11x slip to hit. These are kind of hard to see, but Jalen Duren, he kind of got it done in some ways, but not here, obviously, on the rebounds. I knew there was something just felt off about this. And then even when I come up with a good prop that I gave you guys, Norman Powell, Tatum gets hurt on this discount. Now, I know people are saying he might have been banged up and stuff, but this vivid play I had, this guy absolutely went bonkers and beat his discount line. Harrow got 4, so we hit this. And Hartstein had 14 rebounds. I considered going that line against the Warriors because I know they don't give up a ton of points in the paint, but you're also talking about a guy that just gets some putbacks, maybe a couple free throws, and maybe a couple dunks. It's not the hardest thing to do to get to 10 points in the NBA as a center. He had 4, so wasn't the greatest night. The free picks, the props I gave you guys. I already had a few. You text me and say, "Hey man, you made me some money tonight." I'm like, "Well, I'm glad you made a bunch of money because we didn't really do the greatest." So anyways, let's get into those picks. Head over to winnable.com/SBAA. That's where I'll drop this extra bonus play, guys. It's absolutely free. It takes no time at all to sign up. And I do drop bonus picks. I drop all the information like this right here. Happy Thirsty Thursday. We got the VIP Day Pass 70% off tomorrow. If you use code BEER, you'll get all the NBA slips. And the way the NBA has been going this week, this would be a great day for you to sign up for a couple of reasons. One, we won't have a ton of slips, I should say, but I'm going to do some more NFL tomorrow, some futures. So if you don't mind tying up your money for a little bit, be a great day to get the Day Pass. Also, I seem to be on this trajectory where it's like win, lose with the NBA specifically. So yesterday was a losing day, so today hopefully will be a winning day. So make sure you sign up. Let's get into the picks. I'm going to talk about 3 top player props, and I'm going to give you guys a couple leans too that I like. So let's get into it over here on Sports Millions, literally my new favorite site, because let me just tell you guys, first of all, their lines here are they're on average lower, and they never seem to bump them. So that's what happened yesterday. It happened the day before. That's how we won on the Zion prop because we got a 6.5 line here. Everywhere else had it at 7.5. Now this line right now, Bilal Coulibaly, he is the same on Price Picks, I'm pretty sure. So we're not getting any value here yet. If for some reason this guy's line did go up, I'm almost 99% sure that it will not raise on this site. So I like this right here for a couple of reasons. These are really just matchup plays for me, guys. So if you look right here, it's really just about the head-to-head. If you just take this off, it only has a 50% hit rate. So there's nothing like incredibly special going on here. Like you can see that it's literally just a 50% hit rate. So I'm going to focus on this head-to-head. And what I really liked here, not only is the matchup good for how he scores his points, but what I like to see in this game right there is the 7 for 15 field goals down there. Only shot 47%, but the volume alone tells me he's got a really good shot to hit this line. Also took 5 threes. So there's a lot of data supporting this play, other than this head-to-head that I just showed you. So you can see this is where, he's basically scoring over 60% of his points, right? And look where the Lakers are ranking in this area. So this is a green matchup on paper. And on top of that, look at the hit rate by some of these guys that play a similar position. So, there's a average point differential of 3.37. So if a line is at, say, 8.5 and then Pods goes for 17, that's a massive edge to this differential. but you're looking at a 67% hit rate on similar players. So on top of that, you know, Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma just they kind of suck. This is a back-to-back, and the Lakers probably are going to be banged up too. So it's probably going to be an ugly game, but we just need this dude to score 13 points, a little bit above his average in this positive matchup. So that's going to be your prop number one, guys. Bilal Coulibaly over 12.5 points. And then we're going to hop over to this Rockets-Grizzlies game. Now, I do like a lot of players in this. I do like Maine. I think all these guys could actually get down. I think this game should be high scoring. So Morant's at 20.5, and like he's one of these guys that I'm always like hesitant, reserved at backing for whatever freaking reason. It's just he seems to just let me down. I don't know why. So I got him pulled up over here. Right off the bat, you can see it's like, you know, it's basically his average, and his hit rate isn't the greatest. And when you go to home, his hit rate actually gets worse. But what I've discovered, and make sure this is the right line, yeah, 21.5, on his head-to-head, for whatever reason, the Rockets are very good at preventing assists. I mean, a lot of these guys get isolation, but look where they are giving up some points here. You can see in the transition is where 27% of Jaws points are coming from, and then the Rockets are also giving up, you know, a mild amount of free throws. The real green matchup here is the pick and roll when he is actually the ball handler. So between these three stats, I feel like he's got a solid shot. Obviously, he's hit this in all three against them for whatever reason. 24 shots, 22 shots, 17 shots. I expect a similar looking kind of box score, guys. I really do. You can see the free throws too. Only shot 3 of 6 here and still had almost 30 points. Shot 8 of 11 here and 9 attempts here. So on average, you're probably looking at about 8.5 attempts a game in the 3 matchups so far. Same thing with the by position. A lot of players that play Jaws position are hitting. So you're looking at a 67% hit rate with some similar players. Trae Young didn't hit. Drew Holiday didn't hit. Pritchard, Donovan Mitchell, Garland. So a lot of these 1-2 hybrids. I think this is a pretty good spot to try to back Ja Morant at home. So that is going to be your free pick number 2, Ja Morant over 20.5 points. Now, before I get into that next final prop, guys, I wanted to tell you about a little bit more about this site I'm setting it on, Sports Million over here. So I found this site like a week and a half ago. One of the guys that I have another affiliate deal with told me about them and said, hey, you know, you need to check this site out. So I went and did it, and I instantly just was like, wow, all right, this is legit. It's freaking awesome, and I just love this. I love their welcome bonus. I think this is one of the best bonuses. Just appeals to everyone. You know, there's nothing like just saying, hey, you know, let me deposit $10 in your site, and then they instantly give you 59. That's what they'll give you if you use the link below in the description, guys. I think the site's gonna start. I think you're gonna start seeing it popping up in a few more guys you might watch on YouTube over time, because I think it is going to gain popularity. And we need to look like we need to seriously take advantage of these lower lines that we're getting, and the fact that they're very slow to move them, guys. They're brand new to the market, and so a lot of times that's where you pounce. You know, it's like a war. So you got to pounce when you can. And you know, just like think of it this way: if you walked into a casino and you walked up to a blackjack dealer and you handed them $10, do you think they're going to give you 60 for free to play with? The answer is no. So go take advantage of all that free money. Use code SBAA. That, like I said, there is a link below. Now let's get into that final pick, boys. We're gonna, you know, go back to a guy that we were riding a lot last week. I don't know if that sounded funny or not, but Jalen Green. Okay, so now his line on here I think is the same too. It might be one higher. I think it might have been higher on Dabble is where I saw it. Okay, so it is 22.5 over here. Okay, see this? And what are we getting it for right here, guys? 21.5. So if that's the reason some of you lose because you want to set this on Price Picks, well, that's up to you. You know, if that's if Sports Madness is legal in your state, you should definitely get on here. They have when you sign up, you have to do it all on the website, the web browser like this. But then after that, you can go get the app. So you just have to sign up on the web browser first. So pretty freaking cool. If you look at Jalen Green's last 20 games, you're looking at a 60% hit rate here, 12 of 20. And if we look at a couple head-to-head matchups, because like they have played 3 times, he had 22 here, 27, and then 42 in the most recent meeting. They were all pretty close games, 1 by 2, 1 by 4. This one wasn't. Okay, so they won by 20. This was all the way back in October. You know, he still took 21 shots and they won by 20 in a blowout, but he only played 32 minutes. He played 38 here and 40 here. So, guys, if this was a normal game and it was a little more competitive like these two were, and he played, say, I don't know, 3 or 4 more minutes, the chances of him probably hitting this line are very good. In fact, this line's too high. I have it set at 23.5. So he's actually hit this in all 3 games. Only if you set it over here at Sports Millions. Because look, 21.5. Remember? 22.5 right here. So that's actually interesting. I'm surprised I didn't catch on to that. This was set at 23.5 for some reason. If you look at this line, he's hit it in all 3. So 100% hit rate. So I really like that, and it's just green light matchup everywhere. Memphis's defense is like, you know, they should be good, I think theoretically, but they're overrated. They give up a ton of points, and look at all these stats where he's getting, you know, it's just green light matchups everywhere, guys. You got the pick and roll ball handle, you got the transition, free throws, like I mentioned, even a little bit of the spot up from the wings over here. I just think this is a freaking smash spot to back our boy Jalen Green, who was so good to us last week. And then, I don't know, I kind of got off him a little bit, even before he started missing a few games. So, but I really like that. I think that's probably gonna do it. You know, I'll give you guys, they didn't have this game up when I actually first started looking. So I just updated this. So now we have a couple more games. It's just hard to say. Like, I don't know if Jalen Suggs is going to be back. They have a line for him, but if he's back, it just throws a wrench into Banchero and then Franz Wagner, who's just been absolutely freaking balling. It makes it tough. I don't think you know, Suggs would probably play a ton of minutes and probably eat into their usage a ton, but at the same time, you just never know. And then Denny Avija, he's a guy that came through us the other day, and he's been playing really freaking well. So I'll look into it, and I'll probably get you guys set up with a bonus pick over on Winnable. And then in this Timberwolves Jazz game, it's just too hard to trust anybody right now because these two, I believe, are both questionable. Don't even know if they're going to play. This guy's just impossible to trust. We only have like 4 lines for the Jazz. Timberwolves are also on a back-to-back, so we don't know who they're going to play. It really is just a wild, like, you never really know what's going to happen. So you got to be patient. That's why we're not going to talk too much about the books or anything, because I can't place a bet on like the Lakers to cover a spread unless I know who's playing. And a lot of times that happens last minute. So these are some early lines though that I think have a chance to jump. In fact, I'll probably have some different looks with these two, and take Coulibaly out maybe in one of them. And, you know, I think Desmond Bane's also got a pretty good shot too. So I believe he had some success against the Rockets as well. All right, boys, let's cash some freaking slips. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you hit that like and comment button. I really do appreciate it. Peace.